Damn, that is laggy. What's up? Hello, hello? Music too loud or anything? I can't really hear myself, so I have to use my phone as like the chat box. It works, right? Let me just check. The chat box working. Should be, right? Music good, my good? Sounds good to me. How we doing? For some reason, my chat box isn't appearing. Oh, okay. I think I know why. Like this. There you go. I change how it looks a bit. Font. Oh, I don't know how to do that. Okay, whatever. Up. Okay. Do some account reviews. I don't know if there's a better way to like look at the entire account without logging into the person's like account on Star Rail. Otherwise, that would be pretty good. This is new. Do not use combo damage or DPS score to compare teams like cons or Eidolons. Okay. So this is JTHEPJ. I have no idea how you pronounce that. New player currently have Archer 5-5 standing on Annexa Asheville. Let's take a look. What do I see? Summer event. I don't know. I think it's cause they just edit preemptively. It's fine. It's just looking at builds, right? Doesn't say anything. Hello, L Beast. L Beast 9272. I am kind of laggy on my browser. Not super sure why. Hopefully it's not that bad when you see it on stream. So I don't really give a shit about the DPS benchmarks and whatever. I'm just looking at like subset roles usually and whether you have the correct relics. That's how I usually do things. But the weighted roles is 5.3. Are they counting in like... Yeah, they are. So firstly, this guy, new player, 134 speed. I mean... Yeah. Ideally, 140 plus speed. Actually, should I... maybe I need to add like a text to show like who's this who's. How many characters can I review on Freeballs per account? 8, I think. Can do 8 at once. I should add like a text to show like who is who, maybe? Where is my font? There you are. That's a bit big. You guys can see my XDD, right? Okay, so this is... like that. Is that too big? I'll do it like this. Okay. So as I was saying, I think 140 plus speed because His ultimate zone is 70 speed, so that gives you 2 turns. If you have less than 140, it means that your second turn in the cycle will be after his ultimate zone runs out. So that's not really ideal sometimes, especially for the first wave or first cycle, because it's so easy to clear the first wave in like 0 cycle. Other than that, I think it's pretty much perfect. You have 78% crit rate, quite a lot of crit damage actually. HP, that works completely fine. Tutorial, but Sprightly, I don't think Sprightly is that good on Morton X, but I think it can work for now, probably fine. Serene, 180 speed, I believe that is the breakpoint with the free-to-play like cone. They consider it F+. Okay, let me take a look. I think it's fine, no? It's 2+2 speed, crit damage, ice damage boost HP. Yeah, that's alright. How late am I? I just started. Stop. I only just saw you stream. No, I just started. Don't worry about it. Okay, I don't know why this is F fast to Freebo standard. I think it's fine for. Oh, it's E2. I just realized. Yeah, it's fine. You will get. You're playing the Vugulet or whatever. So sad music. It's fine for the first cycle. After that, you probably will not be able to get 3 turns in one cycle, but that's fine. It's E2 Siren, man. 3B E1. Wow, for a new player, you definitely know what are the correct investments. Let's just say that. I think ideally you want to go for. Oh, it's because they're using. I see. It needs to be like custom, right? But someone told that to me before. Okay, but yeah, 67 to 19 is really good. Using kind of rainbow pieces for the planers. Ideally, you want to use either like, I think it's Bone Collection, and then you can use Sprightly for certain cases. And Poet also is really good. I just realized you don't have Poet. This would normally be perfect crit rate. Unfortunately, it's not Poet. You don't get the 32% crit rate. A bit interesting build. Maybe because you're new, you're still farming. I think that's completely fine. I think you know what you're doing generally. Archer, E1, so 90% probably play with RMC. S1 crit Scholar now. I believe Scholar is worse. I think the two best slots are Genius or the new Navigator ICCs. And then you have double attack percent. Yeah, this one's quite bad. Because Archer gets way too much attack percent if you have Rin on the team now. You want to go damage boost ideally if you can. Some people said like, if you have Ho, you can run ER rope. I did not test that out. Theoretically, it sounds fine to me. So I guess if you want to try that, that's also okay. Archer, 5-5. 1-7. Oh, it's the Finon S1 tech. It's the same as what's on your HSR profile showed. I think you can change it a bit. Like if you set it yourself, you can go and put like whatever you want. 179. The thing is, I don't remember the breakpoints for 5-5 because it's been quite a while. But it genuinely does look correct. I think with Dahlia, the issue is with Dance, right? If you're using Dance with Harmony MC, I'm not sure if you are. If you are, I believe the breakpoint was around this 170-ish to 180-ish. I can't quite recall, but it does look like a pretty good build. 170 break effect. Is that on the low side? Maybe I can check with my own. I just have like a Hoyo playlist and they're playing like the boss fight, so it's kind of weird. Oh, I see. Sorry. Where is my 5-5? Also, I haven't looked at 5-5 builds in a while, man. I missed my 5-5 somewhere. Where is she? Firefly. Oh, there she is. I have 253, so yours is kind of low. Might be because of S1, maybe? Maybe because my S1 gives like 60%, something like that. I guess it's okay. It's alright. Yeah, there's quite a bit of break effect substats. This one needs break effect for sure. This one also needs break effect ideally. Other than that, it's fine. What's this Korean version White Knight? What? Okay. Now we have Sparkle 161. Crit damage fairly high for 161 build. It's 4 pieces plus Lushaka. Win damage, I'm guessing probably because you don't have the pieces, you're new to the game. So a lot of people like to blindly go 161 speed. I don't like it actually because it's not very useful all the time. Like you can make more of an argument for it in like Anomaly or Pure Fiction or okay, not really Pure Fiction, kind of more like Apocalyptic, yes, because there's no cycles involved, it's just pure AV. The reason why I don't really like it is because the cycles 161 doesn't do anything for 150 action value. It's only 4 turns in 250 action value, so if you clear in multiples of 250, then it's useful. But most of the time I find that isn't the case. So I don't really like 161. Usually if I'm going for a Cisador's build, I just go 134 and I only go up to 167.4 if you are using Dance plus Eagle, because there's a breakpoint there for 3 turns. I think usually 134 and 200 speed is like much more what's the word for it? Much more useful in general, I guess. I'm about to make a video on speed tuning soon, so I'll explain more about that later. But for now, yeah, I think it's fine for now if you don't really care too much about optimizing your builds and whatever. This is a pretty good build already, I think I would say, for someone that's new to the game, so yeah, pretty good. Taking mental notes. Okay, so next I have... Let me just make sure it's correct. Sutemi GW2. I don't know. Sorry, I can't pronounce this, man. Sutemi GW2. Yeah, I've been trying to think how to make that speed tuning video, but man, it's kind of tough for me to try and explain everything I know from the start of the game until now. So I've been struggling a bit with that. So let's look at this fine one first. Siren gives what, 16% crit rate, if I remember correctly. 74 plus 16. So this is split with RMC, so 74 plus 16 plus 10, that's 100% crit rate. Perfect. E2 Finon. Why do you keep getting like the sad songs? Can I have something in more pace? Okay, less sad songs. Crit rate. Oh, this one's a little bit rough, but it's fine. You have a little bit of speed as well. The 115, that was for if you played Cerebra with Sunday, but now that isn't the case. Clearly you play like Cerebra, Siren RMC, right? So you don't need that speed. If possible, you try to get one with more rolls into attack percent crit damage, but still quite a good relic, I think. This one's insane, yeah. Damn. 5 rolls, right? There's 5 rolls into attack, crit rate, and crit damage, damn. It's like a perfect piece. Attack percent, this one can be better. Yeah, I think generally a good build. Your crit rate is perfect. You kind of know what you're doing. It just needs a bit more farming or like the really crazy damage. Next we have Yao Guang. On S1, no, the S5 free-to-play icon. Kind of hard to get her crit rate and crit damage high. I think it's only possible if you have her S1. Sprightly, I guess this is just like a piece you're using for now. It's 150 AV, goes to 1 cycle. The first cycle is 150 action value. These cycles afterwards are 100. It's really weird. So like if you clear the first wave within the first cycle, that's 150. And then the next wave is also 150. Yeah, it's fine to put your UID on the post for reviewing, yep. It would help a lot that I can just go and look. Fair enough, I only really remember speed in terms of how it relates to the character, and if they want it rather than the actual EV value. Yeah, I kinda get what you mean. It's just that for me, I do the calculations, right? So I have to look at the AV, otherwise it's cooked. Because I do DPAV. This speed piece is really good though. I do quite like this Yao Guang build. I think it's quite okay for, especially with the free-to-play Light Cone. You just need a better sprightly and you'll be fine, I'm sure. Himiko Nova. Ooh. So not played with Sunday. Probably played with Sparkle or RMC. No RMC. Probably played with Sparkle or Verdict. Or Decimation only. Scholar. Navigator is better. I guess this is transitional? Question mark. Attack percent is better. So yeah, you definitely know what you're doing. Just needs a little bit more farming, I think. Since this is transitional. Silver Wolf. 99 E0. 187 pretty good. 91, 125 good. Damn. 15% crit rate. This is a perfect piece. Wait, you have another? You have like two perfect relics already. Okay. So this is where the farming has gone, right? Yep. This is where the farming has gone. So 200 speed is nice. You don't always have to get it. I've seen some people say like it's gigabait. There was this pretty weird post saying like, oh, 200 speed on Silver Wolf is so bad. Don't do it. It's only bad if you have to give up of a lot of your other substats to hit that breakpoint. Otherwise, it's completely fine, really, because on the second cycle you will get that 3 turns. So if you can, I would try to get a little bit more speed because it converts to elation for her, and that's really strong because you can't really get elation from elsewhere. Foxy, damn. Oh, this is a really good build. 5 damage attack, crit rate, speed, yup. 5 damage maximizes her non-elation damage. Damn, what the hell? This is a really good build. I think the breakpoint, if you have a fast Yao Guang, is higher. So I guess because your Yao Guang is slower, it's fine. At the very least, you get 2 turns. Even if you X after Aha, you know, whatever, man. If this kind of build, should be fine. This is where the farming has gone, I guess. Really invested into elation. Irene 193, the crit rate is a bit sad. Oh, using 2+2. I see. I guess he gets the job done, doesn't it? The best one is Deliverer or Eagle. Eagle can be really good for certain situations for units like an XR because they really want the recollection. That's really good. I guess you don't really care about damage in this case because you're going like full HP and everything. But I think you know it should be crit rate, ice damage boost. Ideally, sometimes with Castris you can run HP as well. That's fine. I guess if you just want her to be a Castris bot, then you should probably swap to Eagle and try to get somewhat higher speed, and then you'll be perfect, I think. Ceridra 155. If you are playing Ceridra with Finon, you can just run quadruple attack. Her speed does not matter. Yeah. Just run quadruple attack because she's not gonna take a turn ever again. 202 speed on Cypher, nice. S1. Huh. City of Converging Stars. I guess that is better, right? And then 2+2 speed. Yeah, I guess that's great. For a generalist. It's like 93% crit rate as well. Really good. Quite a good build, quite a good Cypher build, I would say. Okay, moving on. This is, let me check. Premium Brick 911. What the fuck? Is the chat too big? Maybe I can make it a bit smaller, like that. Okay. Premium Brick is such a fucking funny name, man. Fish out E2. Even Evernight. I mean, it's alright. Fish out E2. What were the breakpoints again? I don't recall. Because I looked at it once for Asheville. Oh, okay. I didn't make it too small now, so I think it's fine, right? Yeah, E2 fish out. I can't recall the breakpoints, and I don't really want to. Okay, maybe I'll open it in my other window. I don't want to show like my Google Drive or some shit. I looked at it at some point in Asheville. E-tuning, where is it? Did I? Oh, there it is. Oh, the issue is I don't know if you're using Dance or not. 147, huh? I guess that should hit the breakpoint still, even without Dance. Ego, yup. I mean, he's E2 Fisher. I'm sure you know what you're doing, right? Dub. I don't know if attack is better now. Actually, I will leave it to you to find it out. I haven't looked at her in a long time. I'm not gonna lie. E1 Evernight with speed boost, ice damage boost. Yup. S5 memories curtain. Yeah, this is a really good build. I think the only issue is the light cone. Damn. That is, yeah, full effective rolls on the ice damage op. Quite a lot of farming here. I think ideally just a better light cone, that's it. Even Evernight is also really, really strong for brute forcing. E0 Ash Veil, 110 speed. So probably played with Dance. 110, does that get to... Let me see. Let me just calculate it real quick. Times what? 1.76? No, it does not. This is a bit confusing to me then. With Dance S5, this doesn't get 2 turns. RMC maybe? Because you have 91% crit rate? I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. Usually, I run Asheville around 120 because with Dance S5, that it pushes him in front of Motonek's ultimate zone, which is 140 speed equivalent. So, yeah. I'm not very sure what kind of setup this is. Unfortunately, I can't tell. If I remember correctly, Duran is also fine. Attack or damage depends on your team. I mean, both are kind of close if I recall correctly. City of Converging Stars is best if you can defeat an enemy. Yeah, great to build overall other than the speed tuning, but maybe there is some context that I'm missing. Lexon E1. The E1 was what? When enemies come into the wave, they're applied with like the... whatever it's called. 126, this is for Hystinon's S1, I'm guessing. Yep. Damn, what? 164? Okay. So this one gives 2 turns in 1 cycle, if I recall correctly. Something like that. Wind damage drop, yup. She needs... yeah, okay. You hit the effective rate. Yeah, great build. Nothing to say. Very, very good build. You know what you're doing for sure, right? 164 Hystinon's, this one is a bit interesting to me. I don't think this can get 3 turns, right? So the speed just isn't maybe too much speed. Unless you have done somewhere. Something like that. This planer though. Yeah, I think it should be Prisoner. Yeah, Prisoner is better for Bergson as well, by the way. Because of how much defense reduction and ignore that they can stack. So when is attack got used and when is actually got used for Asheville? That depends on your team. So like for example, you're using like Sunday plus Danheng PT. That gives you like if you have S1 especially, it's like 80% plus up to 45% damage boost. In those cases, usually you have too much damage boost, so you run attack. I can't quite recall. I think it's pretty close. I updated it recently for Morton. Next, let me take a look real quick at my Google Drive sheets because I always forget. HVO updated builds. Right now, a City of Converging Stars with damage boost is slightly better if you're running him with Morton X, but it's only like 0.05% better, so it doesn't really matter. Both should be fine right now, I think. Anyways, I think again Prisoner is better. E0 Castries S1. Very close, 100% crit rate, that's good. HP is HP is, I think, in my opinion, better than damage boost. It's a bit hard to calculate it properly because it depends on the scenario or stage or enemies. This looks like you have a lot of effective rolls. Yeah, 15% crit rate. Damn, 27% crit damage. You don't see that every day. Yeah, nothing to say here. Pretty much perfect build. I think the only small thing to improve on is to maybe get 68% crit rate, but it doesn't really matter if Castries anyway, so I would farm something else at that point. Morton X with Boundless Choreo. Can you review mine? Yeah, if you leave your UID on the post. I have the YouTube post here on my channel. Then it's easier for me to keep track, because the last time I tried to do it, everyone kept putting in the chat, and I had to keep like scrolling up, and I missed some people. It got kind of rough. So Boundless Choreo, if I recall correctly, it's what? Crit damage against defense reduction enemies or something like that? I think you're missing a bit of crit rate. It's Eagle. I think if you're running Eagle tutorial should be better, no? Maybe maybe it just loses too much damage at that point. Yeah, I think I'm missing a little bit of crit rate. 80% for him. Other than that, 149, huh? With Sprightly and Eagle. I guess it just depends on how many you can get. No, this can't get 3 turns. You can only get 3 turns on the first cycle and you have to out twice already. I'm not very sure. I think it's better to go like full DPS build instead. The Divine Smith in that case. Because unless you're running 3B and then you get 2 ultimates per cycle, then it kind of makes sense. If you aren't doing that, you need to like 167 speed to get 3 turns in 2 cycles, and then that isn't even accounting for his ultimate zone countdown, which is 140 speed, so you need higher than 167. It's really hard to fit it properly, so yeah, I think just make it easier for yourself, go Divine. Unless you have like Morton X E2, then okay, maybe you can go Tutorial. Yeah, because your tutorials are stuck on here, yeah. Yeah, that's the issue, isn't it? Can't get more than 1 tutorial. Yeah, 168 correct. Ushaka, yep. Yep. I think you only need 80% effective rate. So the theoretical best Kafka build would be attack percent body, and then you try to get effective rate substats so that you don't like overcap on the effective rate, because it's such a useless stat. They need to... I mean, they've been trying to make it less of an issue by giving you conversions with effective rate, right? Like from Welt, Bexwan, and Kafka with the Torture Trace, but I know it's 75% for Kafka, so you're overcapping by quite a lot. Yeah, ideally you try to get less, because yeah, it's such a useless stat, so it can be optimized into attack instead, even though if Kafka's, contribution to the team isn't that high, it's still something to work on if you care about that. But I would probably work on Morton X first. The rest is quite good. Yeah. I'm just a bit confused about the Asheville one. Did you do... Yeah, I did yours. I did yours first. J J the PJ. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Yeah, I've only done like 3, I think, so far. This is. Yeah, you can see the UID at the top, by the way. I'm also putting like your name. So if you scroll back a bit, I'm not sure if maybe YouTube streams can't like you can't rewind straight away, huh? I don't remember. I don't always watch YouTube streams. Hey, why did I my brain? What happens when I try and talk and do stuff? Oops. Where is it? There's right chips. Do yours. Oh, I got how it's pronounced. Okay. Do yours last. Why it's gonna take a while. Okay, so this is chips. E1 high incidence. 118 speed. Is that on or off? I think you need like 126, right? Somewhere there. 126, 127 to get 2 turns in 1 cycle. So I think you need a little bit more speed. Other than that, you have 130% effective rate. Yeah, really good build. Damn, definitely DOT main. There is a lot of substats. You check the VOD when it's up? Yep. Alright. 157 because plus 10% speed. Effective rate, yep. IDD lightning damage boost, but doesn't matter too much. Great build. 1 to 0. Is it you run dance or something? Question mark? But that's sustainers. I don't. You're missing a bit of speed for sure, I think. It's like 1 to 6 if I recall correctly. Yep, 120% in damage boost. Reverie by the Sea. Oh yes, that's what I meant to say. It's Reverie by the Sea, not Prisoner. The new DOT planer. Sparksy. 136. That's fine. Yup. I think if you play, let's see what your. Oh, okay, then it doesn't matter too much. If you have like a very high speed Yao Guang Silver Wolf, that's like 1-4 something speed, 146, 147. Caceres, really good build. Not much to say, just ideally maybe more crit rate, that's it. As the free light cone, crit rate, speed attack, HP attack. I guess because yeah, it's just good. Slightly more speed, maybe. Actually, no, this is really good speed for free-to-play light cone, huh? Yeah. Can't say much about it. It's a really good build. Personally, I prefer being closer to 100% crit rate so that you don't need that much MMR to get to 100% and then you can start converting to crit damage. So for me, mine is like 95-ish. But yeah, I think you can just farm other stuff first. Missing like 4-ish% crit rate, but doesn't matter too much. E1, I guess used for like Castris mainly. Yeah, E1 is really strong. HP, that's fine, I guess. You just try to be as bulky as possible so Castris can consume more HP. Also fine, yeah. I think great builds. You kind of know what to invest into as well. Yeah, so it's looking pretty. I just, yeah, E2 Kafka, you just like her maybe. I did the same thing. I went for E2 Kafka. No ideal. Let me just open up the post on another. Like my browser is just lagging, man. Plus, maybe it's time to refresh my cache or something. I was at Chips. Next I have Maya Dawa. I saw you just now in the chat. This is you, right? 80132. Let me just make sure I got it correct. Nope, I did not have it. Yeah, you're a new player. Yeah, I saw. I think it was mainly like you just had you had a lot of transitional pieces, but I think you genuinely know what you're doing, which is really good for a newer player. So I think you need a bit more crit rate. Auto damage is fine. I just prefer HP so that you can get the charges faster. Sometimes it matters a little bit. Depends on the stage. Yeah, I think you just need a little bit more crit rate in exchange for like crit damage or something like that. Other than that, it's a good build. 200 speed already. High scene S1. Really good done. You have high scene here? Nope. 200 speed is still really impressive. Before the battle. 2+2 speed, is it? Warrior Goddess, yeah, give speed. Yep. I see, yep. Great build. I wouldn't care too much about her own DPS, honestly. Unless you have like E1. Saber E1. What does Saber E1 do again? I don't remember. Let me search it up. Saber E1. You guys have seen each other in another person's stream. This funny bonding session. Saber E1. Increases ultimate damage dealt by 60% and you gain 1 extra core resonance. So, you have too much crit rate. Saber gives herself 20% for free, so maximum 80%. If you run RMC, it's 70. You run Sunday on top of that, it's 50. So this is too much crit rate. I don't like Eagle Sparkle. I mean Eagle Saber because how do I explain this? It's more of a playstyle thing. The issue, okay, maybe it will be better in the future, but for now, you will run into the bottleneck where you have to use an enhanced basic attack, and then that kind of makes it tough. Because sometimes you want to use your ultimate on your own turn if you have recovered enough energy. And that obviously means you cannot benefit from the Ego Advance. So that's kind of rough. And wind damage is way better than attack right now because she gets 120% attack from Gilgamesh. Yeah, 120% attack and 120% crit damage. So yeah, lower the crit rate, try to get a damage boost up, and it should be better. Himiko Nova, really good build. Dihota S1. I guess played with Sparkle or Decimation. It's fine, attack up is correct. Very good build. Yup, very good build. Maybe just lacking a little bit of substats somewhere here and there. Yeah, other than that, you know what you're doing. Oh, but you're running. What's this called again? Wage Rider Captain. I think you try to run Navigator. You might have too much attack because Wave Rider's like 48% attack. Yao Guang with the free-to-play light cone, 170 speed is quite good. HP energy regen, yup. I think that's fine. 198 speed, really good. I guess you just need a slightly better op, slightly better speed boots. But I think it's correct. You know what you're doing. That's fine. I would just prefer a little bit more crit rate. If you lose a little bit of speed for it, I think it's fine. Sparkle. E1? No. You are off by quite a bit of speed, unfortunately. It's 167.4. if you want to run Eagle Dance. Oh, you have S1 Dance as well, so like your breakpoint is higher. That is tough. I mean, yeah, Eagle farming is kind of rough. My Sparkle looks pretty bad as well. ER rope, by the way. Always ER rope on Sparkle, so that that guarantees your first turn ultimate. And then 2 damage. I guess this is transitional, question mark? I don't know. 2 damage, 100%. This is too low. You have 3B, 82 speed, 68, yep, Poyet, yep, perfect. E0, yep, S5 dance. Yep, yep. Great build. Maybe a little bit more substats would make this very good. Like if you get a little bit more crit damage or HP, then it would be perfect. Okay. Next I Vayne. They say they are Asia server, free to play Firefly main. My Elation team barely clears Elation content. The 8 characters are all part of 2 teams. Firefly, Harmony MC, Dahlia, Runmei, plus Sparksy, Yao Guang, Ho Ho, Silver Wolf. Sparksy's on the first slot, receiving Lushaka buff from both Yao Guang and Ho Ho. It's a bit jumbled up for me for some reason, but that's fine. 143, yep. I guess it's tough to get that much speed and to get high crit rate. Do you have... a way to check like the base attack on this website? No. Man, that's a bit annoying. It was 3600 attack, right? I don't remember the base attack for this like one specifically. 1.24 or 0.64 plus 0.24, 0.88. Okay. It's either slightly short of 3600 or right on 3600. Okay, give me a sec. Okay. From Philippines? What's this? There are a lot of Hoyoverse Philippine players. Like really big there, isn't it? Anyways, I think this is fine. Especially with Mashi Shumis. Mushi. Yup, on the 4 Vion is one of the best free-to-play alternatives for Firefly, and you have E2. Break effect, pretty good. Really good, actually. Yeah, great build. Not much to say. Actually, I should look at them in the teams. You have double Mashi. That's fine, I guess. 182, yup. 87, yup. Great build, I think, for this light cone. Yeah, really good build. I can't tell if there's many of us. I don't know, I feel like whenever I look at Twitter, in the past at least, there was so many Filipino like Genshin players and all that. It does look quite happening. Like all the conventions and stuff. So I went to like the Singapore's, because I'm from Singapore, right? I went to the Singapore's Hoyoverse, and it was small as fuck. Ho is chat feeling 161. Ooh, give me a sec. Okay. I like to run Quid Pro Quo myself. That feeling was what? You give energy when you skill? I guess it's okay. Yeah, it's fine. Healing boost HP, yup. Good build. Maybe a little bit more HP, that's it. 180 with... You have 3 S5 March, yeah. Multiple issues, I guess. But 180 speed with the light cone is really good, no? .8 speed, yeah. 14.1 speed. Okay. Oh, okay, bro. That's a crazy build. I think it's fine. Especially at your investment level, it's completely okay. Pretty good teams, I would say. Baxi might even be ahead of Aha. I could calculate that. But it was... Okay, I don't remember the formula exactly. I have to go and relook at it. Anyways, E255, this was quite good. E1 Dahlia, it's a really, really strong Eidolon for single target. Break effect rope with tutorial. I guess that's okay. Yeah, pretty high break effect as well. Yup, looks good to me. Run me with 155 speed. Yup, this is the really strong Harmony Break Light Cone, I think, from Better Pass. HP speed, HP energy regen, yup. Not much else to go for. Looks great. E2 also, by the way. Damn, I guess from the shop, right? And then E6 Harmony MC, 160 speed with S5. With the extra energy from, what was it called again? T for shooting meteor, yep. And then sprightly. Looks, ooh. I think you can run energy regen rope. Yeah, there were a few stages in the past that you need ERR to get like your ultimate in the first skill. So if that doesn't bother you too much, then I guess it's fine to run break effect. I personally run energy regen. Looks good. Okay. Let me just check if this is correct. I need to sort by new. Oops, I might have done one guy further down. Because I wasn't sorting by new. Apa ya second. Correct? Let me just check. 8 zeros, yep. Okay. E2 Silver Wolf. 201 speed before the battle. Really, really good build. Yeah. Damn. And you're pretty high crit rate as well. Damn, that's a really good build. Better than mine. I haven't found too much, I guess. Dihata E2. I guess pretty for RMC. This crit rate. Looks good to me. Looks very good to me. Yup, nothing to say. You definitely know what you're doing. Silver Wolf E1. Lost 50-50 maybe? With an ego build. 181 is more than enough. Is it enough for one out? You might need... Let me check. You're like really close to the breakpoint. I guess if you out twice, you will get 3 turns. Then it's fine. Let me just check the actual breakpoint. 184? Around 184. 183 point something. You need about 183 point something speed so that one ultimate gives you 3 turns. If you are outing twice in a cycle already, then it does not matter. You will get 3 turns regardless. Himiko Nova, I'm guessing played with Sunday, especially because 140 speed. So a mix or verdict. That's fine. Running Izumo. If I recall correctly, Izumo is also okay-ish. The best install is just the new navigator set. And you also want to change your scholar to navigator. It's okay, it's not that big of a difference, but like navigator just kind of mocks scholar for in terms of like relic sets and what it provides, because it's like 18 times 3% damage boost pretty much permanently because of how Himiko Nova works as compared to only 20%. It's almost 3 times the damage boost. Next you have Sparksy with Mashi again, 146. That should be on the breakpoint before Aha. Unless your Yaokong is like very fast or something. 89% crit rate, that's fine, honestly. Just maximizing attack, yup. Looks good to me. Energy regen rope is a bit interesting. I think you just run attack rope, honestly. Also, this is Tengoku, right? Yeah, Punklot is better now by a few percentage points. So if you have time to farm that, you can if you want. Saber E0. Genius. Ah. Okay. Do you have Gilgamesh like E1 or something? Question mark? Or was it E2 that gives the defense reduction to the entire team? With I am as you behold. I'm not sure how good Genius is. I think you need Quantum Weakness for it to be competitive. Question mark? 65% crit rate. I guess you play her with like Sunday or something? I don't know. This is quite a weird build. Quite a weird setup. That Himiko is Hotta supply. Oh, I see. I'm running Saber Jill with Silver Wolf for 100% shred. I see. And I'm guessing you put Silver Wolf in the first slot so that she can implant Quantum Weakness? That's quite creative. I think you're missing a bit of crit rate though, aren't you? Saber Jill. Yeah. You need 80% crit rate, ideally. Yeah, this is quite an interesting setup. I've not seen this before. I guess, yeah, can work, for sure. It's just Izumo is... Oh, you get 12% from Izumo. So 65 plus 12. What, 77? Yeah, so it's just about 80%. I see. usually comes pretty fast to me, so I had to think about the decipher. So attack percent is very diminishing on Saber now. So unfortunately, Izumo is not best in sword. It's quite far now because she gets a lot of attack percent. Ideally, you get the new set, the Cosmic Life Sciences or something like that. It's like 32% damage boost for both Saber and Gilgamesh. I guess it's not that bad because you're running Gilgamesh S1. Because that doesn't give attack boost. But her own light cone gives like 80% attack, so it's ridiculous. I think Speed Boots is also way better for Saber right now, yup. Yeah, it's a very interesting build actually. Maybe I should try that sometime. Next you have Rin. 115 speed. Is this like DPS? Do you think it's better to run 135 with 100% crit rate or 140 with 98% crit rate? If you have Morton X, I think you run 140. If you don't have Morton X, 135 is fine. So I'm guessing this is like... Wait, you have Archer as well. This is a work in progress. You have Chingyuan S1 as well. I don't remember this. Did I calculate this light cone? I might have. It's like okay-ish, I guess, because it gives like follow-up damage boost. Green is Archer support. Oh. It's a bit confusing. So how do you play this? Because it's 115 speed. You just run like 2 turns in one cycle, I guess. Ah, you're running a Cicero Sparkle. I can't remember if I calculated it. I remember calculating it for Himikonova. Jingren S1 is like, yeah, it's not bad. It's slightly below Dihota S1. So this is like Cicero setup, right? So you get 2 turns per cycle, and then Rin will act before Archer. I'm guessing correctly. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if they don't overlap, it's great. That's the biggest issue. Ash praising Grand Duke. I guess, sure. Works for now, yeah. I think Converging Stars is also okay. Yeah, looks fine to me. Crit rate quite high as well. I find it quite hard to build crit rate on Rin while trying to go for very high speed, but I guess if you have lower speed, it's fine. You can focus on other stuff. Archer... Yeah, try to get 100% crit rate. It matters a lot for Archer specifically. And then, well, so I guess Dunhing PT? You're running Dunhing. That's fine. It's pretty much Tengoku. Yeah. Looks good. I think just a little bit more crit rate, it would be perfect. Energy regen also. Wait. Attack or ER percent for Rin? I think it's fine to run attack percent. I think both is fine actually. The thing is, it's not a very impactful ultimate. It gives you 12 gem energy and then applies like what, 15% vulnerability, something like that. It's quite small. ERR definitely allows you to like spam it more. Like, you don't have to think too much about like, oh, I need to save my ultimate for the second wave or something like that. So that could be more comfortable, but since she is being run with Archer, you will lose quite a bit more damage, right? And she doesn't have a lot of damage to begin with. So I guess if you don't really care too much, and you only care about your Archer's damage, then ERR should be fine. It allows you to apply it on the first like cycle or wave as well. Yeah. Other than that, looks good. If you have Ashville S1, Ashville S1 is better. Then just the crit rate. Like if you miss a crit on Archer skill, oh my days, man, you just do so much damage. Praying for Dihata's Dahlia. Yeah, she needs one soon. This one is a bit interesting to me. I guess it's okay, yeah. He gets a lot of attack now. Yeah. I only care about that 5% crit rate. Okay. So far pretty good. It's so hard to get 100%. Yeah, I know. I think mine is like 98. But when I was testing him a lot on the creator server, like back in 3.4 and recently again, I know I just have to make him 100% crit rate, otherwise like the showcases are cooked. Or like the testing is just cooked. I remember trying to like zero cycle back in 3.4. Then I would miss like a crit rate once and I would just like, you just tilt me so much. So ever since then, in creator server, I just make it 100% crit rate, so I don't care. I don't have to worry about that. It's the worst thing ever. You just miss a crit on his like 500k skill damage or something, and then suddenly you just do like 100-ish k. Thank you, Mr. Streamer, sure. No problem. Falling, but I managed 100% crit rate on Archer. It's only thanks to overcapping though. I can't make it exactly. Yeah, it's tough. If you overcap a little bit, I think it's fine, honestly. Some of the builds I was using was like 102%, something like that. Okay, so next, I don't know how to pronounce this. Starting off with Silver Wolf E2 on 199 speed. I prefer crit rate, but it's fine. Looks good. Yeah, I think the only thing I would change personally is run crit rate. The reason being, you need some MMR to stack up the crit rate, right? So by having crit rate, because it's pretty much interchangeable for Silver Wolf, right? So by having crit rate earlier on, like in your base stats, it means that you will lose less to RNG. It's a lot more consistent, even at the start when you have low MMR. So I prefer crit rate. Eternal Calculus Rin. I don't remember how much speed it gives exactly. Let me just check. Even with E1 Yao Guang. Even with E1 Yao Guang. Does E1 Yao Guang give like extra crit rate or something? I thought it was like Respen. It was like punchlines and Respen, right? Let me just check. Don't quite recall. Yeah, taken into account increases to 40. Yeah, I mean E1 Yao Guang doesn't change anything there. It's just a crit rate thing. Crit rate issue. It doesn't matter too much. If you don't want to change it, you want to farm other things, it's okay. It's just if you want to really min max it, I think crit rate. On average, like if you run like maybe if you use her many times, on average, it should give you more damage. Okay, so I was checking Eternal Calculus. I do not use his white cone. 16% speed. Rin was what? 97-ish speed? 102. So it's 102 times 0.16, which is 16.32. So 147.4 plus 16.32. 163.72 speed. Are you running like Eagle Dance? Question mark? Oh yeah. 100% crit rate. If you are running Eagle Dance, this is not enough speed, unfortunately. Our farm for that 200 speed is bothering you. Yeah. I guess it looks a bit... I mean, it's fine. It's fine. So, for Rin, Eternal Calculus, this unfortunately not enough speed if you're running Eagle Dance. If you're running normal Cisador's 161 speed, should be perfectly fine. Yao S1 gives crit rate. Yeah, it does. But you said Yao E1, so... I'm not sure if you have Yao S1. If you have Yao S1, doesn't really matter too much, I guess. Then it's virtually the same. So this build is kind of insane. You have 200% crit damage. How did you manage that? E6 Archer. I just realized. What the f... This is one of the best Archer builds I've seen ever. Damn. I think the only way to improve this is if you get Ashvale S1, because it's better than Archer's own S1 right now. That's it. Yeah. That's crazy. Damn. Okay. 14%. That is a crazy build. You have E1 S1. Yeah, I guess it's fine. It's fine. It's a really good build already. This is 100% crit rate. Yup. Looks good. It's just sometimes, like I said just now as well, I prefer HP percent op on certain stages because it can sometimes give you that 100% ultimate charge. I guess if you don't have an issue with it, should be fine, especially since you have E2. E2 Evernight. Pretty much 100% crit rate. S1 ice damage boost. Yup. Another pretty crazy build. Yeah. You have so many effective substats. 31% crit damage. Okay. Ah? Oh. This before. Yeah, oh my god. I I remember there is a breakpoint at 220.8, but it's like a very small breakpoint and you are way past that, so this is a really insane build. E2 Siren as well? No, okay. You had like everyone E2. That's crazy. You need 192 speed if you're running this thing. What's it called? Emphorius. 192 gives you 200 speed after you use your ultimate. So then on your second cycle, you will have 3 turns. Slightly overcapping on crit rate, so I think just have to convert some of the crit rate into speed and should be perfectly fine. But you have E2, Castoris E2, Evernight E2, High Scene. I think it doesn't really matter too much. Foxy E2. I think you can run attack boots, by the way. Oh, but you have such high attack. It's moving for 4 times in first cycle. Oh, of course you have High Scene E2, right. I forgot about that. I forgot it's E1 or E2 that gives a speed boost. Like 30% speed or something crazy like that. Yeah, it doesn't matter, I guess. It does not matter, yeah, it's fine then. This also looks really good. I don't think you need that much speed. Especially if E2 Sparksy. But at the same time, you will overcap anyway, so like, yeah, I guess it just doesn't really matter that much, right? Just try to get more turns in, more punchline stacking, maybe at that point. Yeah, I think great builds. Very, very, very well invested. Probably one of the best builds I've seen so far. Period. Yeah. Well done. This is a really good, this is a really nice Archer build, damn. This time watching this, my Silver Gear finally 9 start, 9 2, nice. 9 start? You mean like all 3 stages? Okay. So he said he wanted this last. So I'm not gonna do it last. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna do yours now. Okay. Right? This diamond, yep. Nice. Night 2. Honestly, I don't remember. I don't really play like the knights that much. I feel like anomaly recently hasn't been very fun. Because they keep making like, oh, it's Savrok, right? The one with the energy debuff. That's quite tough for Saber and Gilgamesh, isn't it? Does this stream have global passive? Maybe. Unsure. Okay. This is your account, right? Where is he? He's not in the chat? Oh, so that's why he wanted it later. Okay, okay. Maybe I'll do it later then. Let's keep it here. I have Luis, 1NB. I don't know where's the other guy. I've never heard this song before. Interesting builds today. Ah, so you are here. Okay, then I'll do yours. I'll do yours then. If I don't clear it out, it's gonna take forever, and I don't want to stream too long. because I want to work on a speed tuning video. Because next week, I think I have to start on Robin. So you have E2 Silver Wolf. Looks good. 109.5. Yup. Looks great. We might have a similar build. Where's my Silver Wolf? Mine is a lot worse. No, I just have more crit damage. I see. Okay, looks good. I like it. Ah, E2. Okay, yep. That's fine. Energy regen is also fine. Yep. If you already hit 3.6k in battle, you can check that quite easily now. So looks good. Maybe a bit more crit rate, I guess. Oh, wait. Yao Kong S1 16%. Oh, so this is perfect. Okay, doesn't matter. E2 Castris looks good. Looks good. Yep. Of course. 78% crit rate. People just uses Anchor though, so wouldn't that make no difference? Or I don't know. I think it's about the same, right? Can you see more? I just really want a way to look at the entire account. Unfortunately, I don't think it's possible other than like Hoyo Lab. I'm not sure. You can save builds. Okay. I'll take a look at Anchor. If you have saved it all. Of that scansion. Oh, it's still only 8. 8, right? Yeah, it's only 8. How do I see more in game? Yeah, doesn't seem to work. Click up right. This? Question mark? I don't really use this, so I have no idea. Belong to. Yeah, I clicked on it. Oh, I see. I'm blind. Okay. Damn. You're running Remembrance Trailblazer with Archer, I'm guessing? It's same build. Yep. Remembrance Trailblazer? I didn't know that either. But I guess it takes quite a while. If I want to do like quick account reviews, for like the casual viewer, it's a bit much to ask for them to input everything, I guess. Oh, you don't use him. I see. Okay. If you do plan on using him, 100% crit rate, ideally. Rutidon, still okay-ish for now. Yep. What do you have Bronya? Do you even use Bronya? Why are they showing this? I'm confused. Or maybe I should look at the bottom one. Yeah, I think 8 is quite good for casual, so otherwise it's gonna take me like 12 hours just to review a few accounts. What song is this? Okay, so 147 speed, that's fine. Quite a bit of attack. I guess split with Verificaron. But there are quite a few other good cones if you can. I think trend is them. It's really useless now, yeah, especially if you have Morton X. So I think I'll just go for like Battle Pass Light Cone or something else. So Finon, I saw already. 78% crit rate. But why? Are you running? Oh. With RMC and Siren, this is 100%, right? Yeah. It's 100%. You overcapped a little bit, which is fine. Ruti learned. I think Rutidon is not... I don't remember. I've not seen Rotidon. It's always the other damage boost one because that's like a unconditional damage boost. So if you can, I would get that instead. Speed doesn't really matter anymore. You're just bottlenecked by Sirene's ultimate. Cue the crazy piano, yep. And violin. Oh, you use Bronya? Yeah, I remember you talking about this. I think it's so bad. But if you don't have the alternatives, I guess it's whatever. This is you just cannot speed tune Firefly because she would just have like 260 speed in battle. Is this E2? How do I check either ones? Oh, it's on the left, okay. So you intentionally reduced her speed, which I think is not correct, especially for Firefly. I don't see 3B. Sunday. Okay. If you 3B Ceridra Sunday. What? You're not even using Irene? I guess you always use Remembrance for another side or something. Then I guess that's fine. 117, yep. Yeah, that would give you 137 speed, then you can run Sunday perfectly. I think I don't believe in the Firefly Bronya thing I've already explained before. But if you've not heard the explanation before, damage boost is useless. The action advance is very skill point reliant, so it's really bad if you don't have E2 Firefly. And you need to reduce your speed or try and speed tune towards it. And we normally use Harmony MC, so that messes your speed tuning even more because it's because dance action advance is based on your speed, so it's really tough. I think you just use something else, and your speed is quite low for a Firefly, I would say. I think mine is like 1.6 something. Because you just want... There's a breakpoint at some point with Dahlia. With Harmony MC, you can get like 5 attacks before the zone runs out or something like that. And then you will still get your last turn for the cycle. I can't recall exactly because it's been a while. Yes, yeah, I have 169. The breakpoint is quite high. You know, I mean, giving her an action advance, sure, you get more turns, right? Theoretically, like 2 more turns, I think. But the only thing useful for 5-5 from Bronya, other than the action advance, is the attack boost. Everything else, I think, is just so bad. Yeah. But the build itself, I think, is okay-ish. If you... The break effect is a bit low, I think. Yeah, it's a bit low. Why is it... You just don't have some break effect substats, I guess. Yeah, I'm missing some. Yeah, I need a bit more break effect, I think. Outhill... What? I just hit Fugue base kit. Mr. Streamer, do we talk about dreams and leaks here? A little bit is fine. Honestly, it's whatever. Honestly, at first, I was like, oh man, I can't talk about it anymore because I'm a Hoyo creator or whatever. And then you have like, do you guys know Panda Flyer? So he's this like big Hoyo lab guide creator. And then he straight up just posts like leaks on Reddit. So like, I'm just like, what the fuck? Obviously. Yeah, he straight up posts like calculations, so includes all the numbers. He posts like leaked gameplay as well. And the best part is he's posting it under his username PandaFlyer with a link to his Hoyo lab, where it states that he is a Hoyo creator. And PandaFlyer. Whatever. It's some Hoyo lab creator or whatever. So I'm just like I'm just fucking confused nowadays. I'm like, what am I supposed to do then? Like, do I... Okay, I don't know. Yeah, man. Panda fly, yo, something like this. This is how it's... I don't know how it's pronounced. It's spelled like that. Yao Kong is good. Yeah, Yao Kong is good, yes. I didn't know that, Yao Guang. It's quite useful that they can show you this as well. Oh, it's really nice. 10%, so it's 28%, so you are missing a bit of crit rate. I guess it's a bit tough to get a 100% crit rate, but it should be good enough. I like the high speed. Decent amount of substats as well. Yeah, pretty good. It's quite cool they can show you all the substats that you have as well. What about Bobbin for 5-5 at the Bronya case? Of course, I'm talking about physical Robin. Robin for 5-5, huh? I think it's quite good actually. It's way better than Bronya for sure. Without going too into detail what she does. It should be a good alternative. I'm not sure if it will be best in slot, but it should be decent. If you don't want to run like Harmony Trailblazer or something like that. Yeah, this beta was crazy, so I would say. I mean, yeah, I think as long as you don't like go straight into the numbers, it should be fine. But you can just assume like everyone knows roughly what they do. Anyways, Xiao is a shit character, unfortunately now. What's this? This? Oh, this is Rainbow. Okay. You're just looking for speed. I think Ego is Biz. I don't remember the breakpoint. Probably 167.4. Or slightly higher if... No, slightly lower if Ego. Yeah, not much to say. Xiao Qiu is Xiao Qiu. He got completely cucked by this guy. On to next blade with E2 as well. 145, yup, correct. 80% crit rate, yup. Looks good. Perfect builds. Not much to say. It would be nice if you could show like the effective substats. I think you are... No. You have decent amount of substats, I think. It's just that instead of crit damage, you went into like HP percent, right? Something like that. Yeah, like this is 11% crit rate is really good. Xiao Qiu will be meta with Overfire. Ah, he needs an Overfire, man, yeah. I saw this already just now, right? Yeah. With S1 is really strong, E1's also really strong. 135. I guess that's fine. Think you want to push your speed up a bit, especially with your Firefly setup, because they're like 150-ish. So ideally, slightly slower than Firefly. Or slightly faster is the easier one to play, because Firefly will usually end the cycle. Irene 181, you're missing some speed. 192 is the breakpoint with Amphorius. Crit rate a little bit low, but doesn't matter too much. You have E2, so yeah, and you don't have S1. That's why it's 181, right? Okay, then it's really hard to get 192 without S1. Never mind. This is fine. This is fine. At most, just more crit rate. I think that's all that matters. E2 Evernight. Okay. Yep, perfect crit rate. HP boots is fine. I think if you're running HP boots, you can run Ice Damage Orb. Should probably be better damage-wise. Unless all you care about is Casterists. Substats breakdown shows my subset. Okay, it doesn't show like all the numbers are. Roll quality? No. It doesn't quite show like the number of rolls. How do most people count substats? In game, right? You can check. You go to build guide, and then you show you like effective substats. So for me, I usually calculate for 3 effective at about 30. So that's like a pretty good build. So like the really hardcore players, like I think that E6 Archer just now might be like 36, 37, 38 effective substats. So it's like that's like a really, really good build. Run me 162. Yeah. Sure, nothing to say. Crit rate kinda low, no? You run Sunday maybe? Oh, okay, yeah. 39 plus 20. What, 59-ish? Yeah. I guess you run Sunday, yeah. What do you think about Sparksy Eagle? Sparksy Eagle. It sounds like a nightmare to speed tune. Yeah, it sounds like a complete nightmare to speed tune. It probably can work if you're psychotic enough. And like, yeah, rope plus Ho Ho. The issue is if we replace Ho Ho in the future, which I think is quite likely, then it's gonna be quite hard to run it consistently. I don't think it's that good right now. The redraw. You have 140 speed. Even without speed boost. What? Is this counting in her like speed boost? Then what I saw some people say like a crit rate line without any rolls in it is counted as 1, and thus if it rolls all in the crit rate, it becomes 5. Oh no. A crit rate line without any rolls is counted as 1 in game already. I hope whoever replaces Ho actually helps Wolf reach 240. Yeah, me too. Should be pre-battle. You don't know. LC gives attack boost. So this is quite a good build, I think. Yeah, you have like almost 4,000 attack. Okay, E1 Redraw, sure, I guess. Oh, yeah, not much to say, right? You need more HP percent, if possible. But you really are running speed boots. You're running a lot of speed, is what I'm guessing. No? Question mark? Okay, these two relics are just quite bad, I think, right? Yeah, these two relics are just quite bad. Oh, okay, thanks for telling me. Yeah, sure, no problem. I use like the in-game one to count. So you can just check from your own. 215 speed. I guess. It's okay. It's quite good. I think it's quite good. E1 Hycene as well. Castris. Did I look at this just now? I did, right? I mean, nothing to say. Your Castris is good. Well invested. I don't like Fushen, but we can still take a look at her. Speed is 136. Okay. Oh, I guess. HP. I thought. Oh, this gives ER. Right. Yeah. Okay. I'm. My Fusion build guide is coming back to me. You can run HP rope if you have S1. Sorry man, I'm late. Very appreciated for the input. Sure, no problem. Fusion Sender, yup. I think she needs a Nova flare. But they put her in the standard banner, right? So it's quite a low chance. Yeah, I just realized this defense. Oh, okay. Then it's a pretty good build. You still hit 136. If I recall correctly, some defense is quite good for her. Yeah, I think this is good then. And you have Fleet of the Ageless. Paco, E1, 157, so like 160 plus, almost 170 speed. But it's a Caesar's build. I think I have Spain just now as well. I don't really like 161-ish builds. unless you're going Sparkle, unless you're going Eagle Dance, because that it can actually translate into 3 turns. My account is consistently made of kind of brick units, but if it wants so premium. It's such a funny name, dude. I mean, your builds are fine. You have E1 Evernight, if I recall, right? And E2 Fish Owl still should work, kinda. Isn't 160 a breakpoint for AA? It depends on when you are clearing, at what point you are clearing. Okay, so I'll explain this more in the speed breakpoint video soon. Your speed breakpoints, how useful they are completely dependent on at what point in the battle you clear. So let's say I have like E6 Archer and I'm completely destroying everything, you know? I zero cycle everything. I don't even have to think about it. Then 161 speed on Sparkle is just useless because I never use the breakpoint, you know what I mean? It depends on how you're clearing. Like normally speed breakpoints are just different. It depends on like if you want to zero cycle or if you want to 2 cycle, you want to 4 cycle. It changes if I yeah. Actually, what was it? It was 300 action value for the first cycle, or was it 200? And then 100 each from the next. Yeah, so 161 is for 250. So times 2, that's 500. So I'm guessing that is a breakpoint for 2 cycles normally. So because it's 300 plus 100 plus 100. So if you're zero cycling, then like 161 is just useless, you know? That's why I don't like 161. It's just not as useful as 134. But it can be very good in like apocalyptic when you're just min-maxing AV, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think if you go Eagle Dance, this would be Giga OP build. Especially with Archer now. 3BE1. The crit rate is a bit low, isn't it? You see making mental notes. Don't worry too much about it. I'll try and explain it better in the video. So I think you need crit rate probably 68% with Poyot. I don't know why your crit rate is so low. Yeah, but if you just change this to crit rate, I think should be fine. Did I look at Silver Wolf already? It did, right? Yeah, it's a good build. Yeah, that's it. Nice. Because I tried 134 Saber, I never got the 3-star, but 140 and I finally did. 3-star on what? Anomaly? What would you recommend to pull next? If you want to use Archer, probably Rain. And I think Bikini Robin is too good to pass up on. I think she's completely OP. Aventrine, I still, that one I need to do calculations for to get a better picture. Ashville is good with Mortonex, yeah. If you want to build that team, that follow-up team, which is probably also Aventrine. I think no matter what, Bikini Robin, you just have to pull her. She's just too good in too many teams. And she can be used in most of your teams anyway. So it looks good. Okay, I need to go back to the free balls. So I had Louis NB. Did I do Louis NB already? I think I didn't, right? Let me just check. Yeah, okay, this is the correct one. Thanks. I'm gonna have to skip Robin SP unless I get lucky because I spent all my posts on Himiko over this batch. Rip. E1 or S1? I think E1 is just... E1 is disgusting, isn't it? Okay. How do I say this without, like, just leaking what S1 does? There are some speed equipments. There are some equipments that can give you extra speed, like from relics. And how good they are completely dependent on your teams and whether they need that extra speed to hit a certain breakpoint. So for some speeds, or for some teams, the extra speed is just useless. So the value of the light cone is a bit inconsistent. It changes. You really start working? I need to start on it soon. I've just been taking a break, honestly, because I've been like quite burnt out. I've just been playing Power World. Okay, so Louis and B. I just want like directions for my account, who to prioritize, where access to farm, corrective builds, and an overall review for my account. Sure. E2 Evernight. Starting off strong. Looks good. Looks good. Okay, for you, definitely prioritize Robin SP as well if you have E2 Evernight. 161 E2 Sparkle. Okay, I've already explained it right before this why I don't like 161, so... You have dance, what? Yeah? Question mark? Does this hit? You need like 184 or something like that. Does this give you enough speed? I don't think it does. Yeah, it's like 170-ish speed. If you want to stay on Caesados, I think you need 170 something speed. But I think running Dance Eagle is just better. Yeah, Eagle is just better. Himiko Nova, you are either using Sunday or you haven't farmed it well enough. Rutiden is a bit rough. I did use the EU Navigator set. And Attack Op is just way better right now because a lot of the teams use either Welt or Sunday and they both provide a lot of damage boost. So I would swap to Attack Op if possible. You have the correct set for this though, so that's fine. You just need a bit more crit rate. Saber E1. 73%, so I'm guessing RMC probably, so that gives you 100% in battle. Glamorph, huh? I'm sure you know you should get the life sciences. It's basically better Glamorph at this point for Saber. Wind damage op is correct though. Yeah. Okay. I guess another RMC team? I don't know, 91% crit rate? If it's not, you need more crit rate. Especially for Archer. Rutiden works fine for now. If you can, you get Tengoku. Yeah, other than that, looks good. I think you just need to farm it a little bit more to get the crit rate up. Ooh, okay, this is a good build. I mean, all pretty good builds. It's just a little bit more, and you hit like the nice breakpoints, and you have like 100% crit rate and everything. So Gilgamesh, yup, Scholar. I guess transitional again. I would run again Life Sciences Institute because it's 32% unconditional damage boost, so it's so strong. And if I remember correctly, Glamorph only gives you the next part of the damage boost, 18%, if you have 160 speed, something like that. So you are getting less damage boost. So you lose out like what? I think it's 12% if you have more than 130 something. So you lose out 20% damage boost right now. It's quite a lot. Yeah. Generally, you know what you're doing. The builds are quite good. I think just change this to Eagle. And if using Sparkle with Rin and Archer, you change to Penacony. Himiko needs a little bit more farming. And then ideally, you just change Gilgamesh and Saber to Life Sciences, and you should be good to go. Those builds will be very good already. I don't even know how people reach Aeon for the subs. Yeah, I don't really have a 40 on. My HP is for Facial, Blade, Ash Team, and I found Speed Boots. Speed Boots, Eagle, Facial is better clear. You need a bit more. If I recall correctly, your Ashville was like 110 speed, right? You just need a bit more. If you are running Dance, it's about 120 something. If not, you just hit 134, should be good. 134 speed. Yeah, most of my builds are also 30-ish substats, but that's because I pull pretty much everyone with the gems, with the extra jades I get from Hoyoverse. Okay, next we have... Nope. Pass. Loading. Oopsies. I keep doing that. I've done that like 3 times already. Is this like a remix of fucking... No, it's not. Okay. Is it worth sacrificing main attack, main stat for the speed break point? If it's boots, it's fine. Yes, it's fine. Ashray is also starting for attack. But you have double... If I remember correctly, you have attack op, attack rope, right? It's fine. It's okay. It might be better to not run facial actually, then he will deal like a lot more damage, unfortunately. Facial is a bit sad. With E2 should be okay-ish, it's just that the damage is very low. I mean, she has somewhat of a place now, because we have yet to get the third follow-up unit. The issue is, we are getting the third follow-up unit the next patch. So yeah, sure, no problem. Okay, so next we have V... I can't, yeah, I'm not even gonna try, sorry. E2 fish out as well. Actually a really good build, no? 97% crit rate, 139. I swear, is the animation making me lag on my browser? What the hell? Okay, wind damage, yup. I looked at the breakpoint just now, but that was with Dance, so I'm not sure what team you're using, so I can't quite give you, like... I can't quite say if it's a correct breakpoint or not, but E2 fish out with Eagle can't go wrong, right? Should probably be correct build. 193 with Memory Skeleton is quite good. Really good, actually. Speed 9.2. Yup. Wow. Really good relics, actually. E2 Siren as well, I see. Oh, it's 2 plus 2 speed, I see. Yeah, but still good. This means you get 200 speed on the next cycle. And you have all the means that's correct. Looks very good. Pestris E2, pretty much perfect. 100% crit rate. Oh. 11% is really good farming. Yeah, great Pestris build. Nothing to say. It's really good. Yao Guang E1S1 with 195 speed. That is a really good build. That is not easy to do. What did he say again? Focuses on one archetype on each major patch. 2.x teams is struggling. Well, it depends on which 2.x team. I think the Fisher team will definitely struggle a lot if you don't have Morton X. If you do have Morton X, you are probably chilling. So I would try and get Morton X if I were you. I'm not sure how good Robin SP is for Fisher. Should be okay-ish. Next we have Silver Wolf. 193 speed, 82. Looks good. Looks good. Looks very good. Yeah. Nothing to say. E1. Ideally you get E2. Robin E2. I haven't seen Robin in a while. 1 to 5, correct? Yep. No sprightly. I guess it's fine. It's attack plus attack, if I recall correctly. And then Lushaka. 4.5k attack. Yeah, that's quite high. Looks good to me. Yeah, unfortunately, I think you just have to use Morton X. Morton X will probably outperform Robin E2, the old Robin. Foxy E1. E1, what? Extra punchline, extra rest pen, if I recall. 90% crit rate, 147. This should be before AHA. Yeah, should be before AHA. Looks good to me. Attack, it looks very, very good. Speed tuned really well. Ideally, you get E2 Silver Wolf. There has been some debate on Sparksy recently. I see they are kind of losing their mind sometimes. I just randomly came across it yesterday, so I'm not sure about E2 Sparksy yet. Maybe this one first. Silver Wolf E2 first. I mean, Topaz is for sure struggling. If you're running a team of Robin, Robin, Fischl, Topaz, unfortunately, they will struggle. Topaz needs a Nova Flare. This is just the state that she's in. And you even have the free-to-play like Cone, so it's really, really rough. Because I have Topaz E0S1, and I don't think I've used her for over a year. That's just how it is right now. But if you do want to improve the build, I think you get 4-piece Ash Blazing. City of Converging Stars should be pretty good, yeah. If you can, slightly higher crit rate. That's about it. E2 Robin is the best companion choice I made. I don't even remember what E2 Robin does. What does E2 Robin does? What does E2 Robin do? I know E1 Robin is rest pen. Because I have that. E2 Robin, all ally speed increases by 16%. Ah, okay. That's a decent Aegon at the time. The issue is that she gives attack and damage boost. So the buffs that she provides are just not very valuable anymore, I think. That's the issue with Robin. I wonder if there's a way to turn it off. Is there a way to turn off her singing? I don't know actually. I think if you turn down music, maybe it works. Topaz will be meta immobile. I hope. Because I like the character. But she sucks. And they need to chill a bit with the power creep recently. Okay, next I have Larry. D1 player, but not feeling great about HSR. Mostly regret elation at the moment. Is Baxi seeming worse as Wolf than the future character. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Seems people have been panicking a lot with their Baxi. Because a lot of people like to agenda post during the beta cycle. So if I were you, the first piece of advice I would give you, even before I look at your builds, is that you should not pay too much attention to what people say during the beta, because 99% of the time, you just get like very pretentious people who don't know what the fuck they're talking about, trying to act like they know what's going on. Either that, or they use certain situations or scenarios to try and paint a character in a bad light. So, if you don't understand fundamentally why certain things work and why certain things are faster, it can be very easy to be misled by these kind of people. So, just don't pay too much attention to that. Just focus on your character for now. As long as you are team building correctly, you are fine. So next we have E2 Firefly. 250% break effect, 170 speed. Looks great to me. I believe there is a breakpoint with Dahlia at 178, but if you're using Harmony MC, should not be an issue. You should hit the breakpoint regardless. Next we have Himiko. I'm guessing played with Sunday. If played with Sunday, you have too much crit rate. If played with Bronya, that is a bit rough. What is this? No, it's played with RMC. It's RMC in a decimation team, isn't it? Yeah, probably that's why it's 91. Then it's a really good build. You have attack percent op, which is also correct. Some people just go fire damage without thinking too much, which is wrong. I think you need a little bit more. Maybe a bit more crit damage. Other than that, it's a good build. It will work for quite a while. HSR meta games like Squirrel on a wheel. Yeah, just build your team first and don't worry too much about anything else. I don't know why, but like, I mean, personally for me, the worst part of the HSR community is definitely the people just watching like the beta cycles and commenting about that all the time. I think recently it's more chill. The last time it was crazy, man. Like some of these people was like, how do I say, crazy levels of terminally online. Like, bro, it's just a game. Relax, man. You can say Finon E2, 75% crit rate. Played with RMC, Siren, I think. Yup, looks good. Physical damage attack, yup. I think you just need a bit more substats. You know what you are doing. Just need a little bit more relic farming. And then your Finon should be pretty good. You do have E2 Finon, so not very high priority. Finon, E2 Finon now still really good. Blackstone E1, one of the better Eidolons. I think you need it. You need one more speed? Maybe I need to check. Before, you're really close to it, that's the issue. When did I look at that speed tuning? I looked at it during when High Seasons came out. Where is the speed tuning? Did I not make a separate? Oh, it's 128 speed. 128.43. So you need like three or four more speed. That's so sad, man. You're off by 0.1%. It doesn't really matter too much, but like, yeah. Try to get a bit more speed, a bit more effective rate, and you should be fine. Overall, quite a good build. It's just that you have too much substats in attack, I think, is the issue. E1 Kafka with tutorial, and then the High Seasons S1 gives the extra speed, so you hit the big point, I believe. Yep. Looks good to me. Perfect. Doesn't matter too much. Kafka's individual damage. As long as you hit the breakpoint, should be fine. High Seasons E1. Again, I think you need wait. Just okay, yeah, it's S1. If you have S2, I guess your breakpoints do work. Yep. Again, I think you need a bit more speed. Just a little bit more. Yeah, then it's perfect. Looks good. Yep. Nothing to say. Great build. Pretty much 100% good rate. Also another pretty much 100%. You're slightly overcapped for like 4% off, but it's fine. I think you want to give her more crit damage if possible. Where are your crit damage rolls? Yeah, I think Evernight tried to get around 180 to 200. That's about it. I think it's because you have too much HP percent, maybe. And you're 1 into crit rate. Yep. Just a bit more crit damage and you should be fine. And it's a really, 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 really good build. Have you done Nata? No. Nata is in yours? I think most of my mains are bricked in a way that's sad. Nah, I think if you have your proper teams, it should be fine. The only units that are like legitimately bricked are like Topaz. Topaz and I guess to some extent Dan Heng IL and Jing Yuan. But Topaz is probably the worst. Doctor ratio is also quite bad, but he got Mortenex recently. Yeah, I think most DPSers should be quite okay for now. E0 facial can probably clear, but it'll be tough. Then you came back after bathroom break. Yeah. Speaking of all, I guess I have quite a few. Did you post yours recently? Because I'm going by order of when they posted on my thing. On my YouTube post. Okay, next. Toxic GE G40. Asia week 1 account. Evanesia, Himiko Nova, and XR main. Couldn't get E2 Siren, so Archer without Green 13. Been through 0 cycling since 3.8. Okay. Looks great. Energy regen. It's good for. I think I mentioned in my video, it's good for Pure Fiction. I don't like it outside of Pure Fiction. So as long as you have an attack rope, completely fine. This is a great build. IMO. Herta S1 is also okay-ish. It's just Herta S1 sucks with decimation for some reason. I think it's because of the energy. And it matters a lot more there. Evanesia. Does Evanesia give crit rate? Oh my god, how did I forget already? I guess it doesn't matter too much. Increases Evanesia crit rate by 30%, okay. That means this is 91%. I mean, it doesn't really matter too much because it matters a bit. 50%. What is my Evanesia like? I remember it was like 65 for some reason, but I don't remember if that's correct or not. My waifus cannot clear. Huh. What waifus are you using? Yeah. Some waifus are stronger than others. Unfortunately. Oh, 60% is the breakpoint, okay. Day 1 Sede, 5-5 Evernight, and currently aiming to get Flynn. That should be strong enough to clear. Unless like you literally did not pull any of their supports, then that is tough. Crazy how Boothill didn't get upskilled. He did a little bit, but it requires pretty good builds to get 3 turns to begin with. So it's a bit tough. So this looks like a really good Evanesia build then, since 60% is the crit rate required. Some people said Evanesia slower than Aha is better. I believe, and I think I did the calculation for it. I think Evanesia faster than Aha is actually better, because this allows you to cash in your punch lines instantly into certified bangers. So that means you clear faster. But very theoretically, I'm not sure if you'll be able to understand this, but very theoretically, being faster or slower than Aha depends on when you end your rotation or stage. If you end it at the point where you still get the 10 certified banger, even though she takes the turn after Aha, then being slower than Aha should technically be better. But if you clear the stage before that point, then being faster than Aha is better. The good thing is it doesn't really matter too much, because attack doesn't really matter too much for Elation, right? So great build. 166. This is 2 times Sunday at 134. So that means you get 2 turns before Sunday gets 1. This gives you more energy and everything, which matters a lot for Iglia. And you have E1 as well, so that's really good. So, I guess you're overcap a bit on crit rate. Like, if you are using Sunday. If you are not using Sunday, then you need a little bit more crit rate, but it doesn't matter too much. What is this song? I have no idea what this song is. Alekino song. Very good Archer build. Quantum damage, yup. Looks good, my man. Or my... I don't know. Fuck. My bad. Again, next you have Yao Kong. Mashi with E1. 179 is really high without the S1. So this is a really good build already. I think a bit more crit rate could be nice, but I think the 179 is really good. So if you don't want to refarm it, it's completely fine. Belt E5 with resolution. You want to run tutorial if possible. Tutorial. Yeah, it's on Mortnex. Okay. I think you might want to swap the light cones. Actually, yeah, you might want to swap the light cones. I think you run another light cone just with energy regen, which you already have, so it's completely fine. Oh, you have eagle. Oh my god. There is no breakpoint at 140, unfortunately. So the eagle, this is only really useful in like anomaly or apocalyptic. In Realm of Chaos, you are just losing damage for fun, which is not very ideal. But you know what you are doing. You have 80% crit rate. Why you have this as a setup, I'm not sure. Maybe there's some context I'm missing. I personally think Divine Smith is better. I think this would be a lot stronger if you have E2 Molten X, because you can attack so frequently. The issue with having tutorial on Molten X is that World doesn't get the tutorial, so the breakpoints don't even matter for you because you need 2 ultimates at 167-ish. So you want to be able to get 2 ultimates per cycle. So that means your Welt will only get 3 turns on the first cycle, if I'm not wrong. Or if you somehow RNG extra energy, and then you can get the 3rd turn. So it makes things a bit awkward. But other than that, this is a good build, I would say. Maybe a bit more effective rate, but that's all that. Yeah, that's it. 202 speed before the battle with S1 looks really good. Eagle as well with Sprightly, very nice. I think HP percent, that's, yeah, this is transitional, right? So HP percent, I'm sure you already know that. And then crit rate if possible. And then it will be good. Okay. What's this? I got piloted by Waveman and he was confused by my account profile. I have no idea who Waveman is, I'm sorry. Damn, I got piloted by Waveman but he couldn't get another star. Good try though. Like he played on your account? She day. I had a very stupid idea of putting Divine Spear on World cause there's no support set for Nility. I wasn't sure if I needed to use Eagle. I think it's fine. It's okay. I don't know who that is. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't watch any other Star Rail like content creators at all. I just don't. Yeah, I don't consume any Star Rail content or any Hoyoverse content at all. Like zero. I just not. It's just quite hard for me because I'm looking for something entertaining and like correct, right? Because I am a theory crafter and whatever myself. So when I watch someone else's guide and I immediately see like there's a mistake, I'm just like, oh, you know. But I don't want to be like a fucking like a hater or whatever. So I just don't say anything and I just leave. What I use for my calculations, I just do it manually, everything. Like I've just gotten to the point where I can do everything manually. It takes a lot of time, but yeah. I can show you some. Maybe a quick break. Okay, I don't think I can accept more, otherwise you'll be cooked. Can you see this? You can, right? Oh, but the text is... the text... Okay, I need to, like... Okay, whatever. You won't be able to see your chat messages for a while, but I usually do it like this. I do it everything in my head and I calculate it and then I put it in and then you just add it up, you divide by your action value, you get DPEV. That's how I do my calculations. Yeah, chat is shining up. Okay, so... Let me drink some water. I got E1 S1 Archer and Saber and plan on pulling E2 S1 Rin and E0 S1 Gil and get Archer E2. What? Yeah, your pulling priority is a bit weird, for sure. E1 Archer is not very good. So if I were you, I would have just gotten E0 S1 Gilgamesh, and then I would not get Archer E2 because it's not very high priority. I don't think E2 S1 Rin is very good unless you play her as a hyper carry. But the issue is her hyper carry base damage is so low to begin with that giving her extra Idgons only makes her somewhat competitive with the other E0 hyper carries. So it's not very good. Oh, you're late? Yeah. I'm still doing more, but I did do your account already. Do I use themes like Asagi? No, I do not. I do not use any simulations at all. I do everything by myself. So the way I do it is first, I get a proper rotation I want to calculate, like a kinda generic rotation, not too crazy like, oh, if I use Eagle here and I have exactly one breakpoint, then I get like 4 turns or something. No, I use like a more generic-ish rotation that has some RNG involved. So like you can literally replicate it in the game. Usually that is where I get my rotations from the game, from the creator server, and then I calculate based off that. I want to change the light cones, I have to find a different rotation, stuff like that, and then I change the mean stats around. So aiming for, yeah, I think E0 S1 Gilgamesh and E0 S1 Rin is good enough. Let me just check whose account this is. Oh, it's no long. Is that how you pronounce it? Because you have like a special O. Oops. It's your account. Partially showing off, partially wanted a second opinion of builds and account plans because I mainly pull favorites but also invest in their teams. It was only until now that I finally full clear all the stages in AA because I pulled both for meta and for fun. If there's a character I like that isn't biz for my preferred. I've been consistently clearing every endgame mode that is not AA with max stars so far though. I think you don't really have to clear anomaly, honestly. It's fine. I don't know. Nice, good. What do you mean? English is your second language too. I don't know what you're referring to. Okay. You have E2 Evernight. So this character alone can probably carry you for a lot of stages, and I think you are fine. Your builds are also pretty much perfect. You have 200% crit damage and 100% crit rate in battle. Looks very good to me. Anomaly is bait, I say as I retrieval. I mean, it's fun to play, but it doesn't have to be your goal, you know? Like, if your goal is to have a decent account to clear endgame, I don't think you need to clear Anomaly, because it doesn't give you any Jades. Next you have Himiko E1. E1 S1, I guess you play with Sunday, right? Because 137 speed and 80% crit rate. Attack percent is better. I think the only issue is just you are missing some more effective subsets, right? Yeah. But the new relic set just came out, so it's kind of hard to farm Himiko Nova that quickly. Yeah, normally it's kind of for fun. But I think it's I mean, you definitely know what you're doing. It's a pretty good build that will work great still. You should be able to zero cycle a lot of stuff. 136, yeah, okay. Looks good. 217. I think you can get more crit damage if you're running 136. So a bit more crit damage substats would be nice. Like this one doesn't have any at all. These two are good. Yeah, just a little bit more crit damage substats and you should be good. Builds also look fine. S1 is also good. NX 97 speed. Sounds interesting. What? I see. I could. Yeah, you. This Himiko, you for sure can zero cycle like current Flame Reaver. Because I have a worse Himiko Nova, and I also, yeah, look at my Himiko Nova. It's not 24 substats. It's not very good at all. And I can do. I don't have E1 either. Okay, zero cycling, right? It's not always based on your character strength. It's a bit based on how you play sometimes. You have to maximize your cycle, and then for the next cycle, you have all your ultimates, then it's really good. Sunday 3B welt. Yeah, that should be more than enough. You just for Flame Weaver, right? You wait for the Flame Weaver to spawn the mobs, and then you just go crazy on decimation. So your pulling plans are Himiko S1 guaranteed. Pull for Rin E0 S1 and get the free S1, and then pull for Gilga. After E0 S1 Rin and Gilga pull E2 Archer. Okay, I think you don't get E2 Archer, and then you get Summer Robin instead. I think Summer Robin is that good. I don't think E2 Archer is very worth investing into. E1 Archer is also a bit interesting. Depending on how you play, the skill points will just go to Rin instead. So it's not a very good Illigon anymore. When he came out, it was a very good Illigon because we didn't have Sparkle Nova Flare, so we didn't have enough skill points most of the time. But now you can very easily hit 5 skills each turn if you know what you're doing. So E1's not very good value, E2 is single target, and it gives only one enemy the quantum rest, right? So it's one of the lower value Illigons. I would not recommend getting that. I think E0 Archer is more than enough. Today I didn't post UNT on time. Well, I'll still be looking at some. I'm not sure how long more I'll do it because I think I've been doing it for like 2 hours. Yeah, okay, I'll see how I feel. Thanks for advice, yeah, sure. Okay, so anyways, how do you use this NXR? I'm a bit confused. Like 97 speed in my brain tells me you are using him with RMC, but he has 99% crit rate. So this one confuses me a bit. Is there full kit all for 4.5? Okay, explanation in Razor language. I cannot tell you what she does because I am an official Hoyo creator and I'm trying not to break the rules unlike some others. But let's just say she is a mix between Morton X and Sunday. Something like that. Yeah. You use RMC. Okay, then you should lower the crit rate a bit to 90% so you don't overcap. And if I recall correctly, attack op is better because NXR gives himself a lot of damage boost in this kit. Like if he deals extra damage based on if they have the something state, if you have like 5 weaknesses or something like that. So he already gets Great Cosmic gives attack, isn't it? Right. Okay. Wind damage op is fine then. I think just lower the crit rate and then Genius should be better because you can implant the quantum weakness, so you always get the 20% defense reduction. You know 3B when she was a mouse pool, here's another. Yeah. I mean, we've been getting quite a few of these units. Like, we just got Morton X, and Morton X is... Okay, I usually never say it's a must pull in my videos, right? Morton X is very close to a must pull. Summer Robin, I think, is on that level. I don't have another good genius. Yeah, I don't either. I'm still farming it because it's such an old relic set. You can use this for now, is fine. But if you want to keep using NXR, I think investing into that genius is good. I'm guessing played with RMC again. This would be 67% crit rate. I've been meaning to. It's from Sede to Archer now, yep. Sede is quite hard to use. For me, NXR Archer Sede, they all share like the same few relics. I just keep swapping it around whenever I use like NXR or Archer or Sede. So I'm guessing this is with RMC, right? Caceres with RMC. Then you have 100% crit rate. And then everything else looks fine. You just need a bit more effective rolls, and then it would be like a really good build. But this is still should be able to clear most stuff in the game kind of build. Like you know what you're doing, which is good. Archer E2, 100% crit rate looks good. If you can change to Tengoku, Tengoku is slightly better, but lower priority. Your build right now is already very good, so don't need to change it right now. Looks good. If you have Asheville S1, you can slap it on as well because it's slightly better. But other than that, really nice, I think. Could use a little bit more substats, I guess, on this, but if you want to farm that, I think farming genius is a bit lower priority because the other set's like I don't even remember what the other set is. It's just how bad it is. Aventurine. So yeah, Aventurine just kind of bad now, unfortunately. I think you want to get at least 134 so that he can attack. I if constantly swap my RAM team depending on which teams want Siren and RMC. You see. Because I'm cooked from my gameplay, I 100% all my characters rather than building teams. What does that mean? I'm not sure what that means. I'm trying to think. But this is pure defense build. I see. Okay, but even for a pure defense build, I think 134 speed is better because Aventurine can't quite provide more value to the team other than like I mean there's the shields, right? And the other part is attacking somewhat frequently. So getting 2 turns I think is quite useful. It gives you your energy back, gives you an extra turn, more importantly. So yeah, I would try to hit 134. And I think that's all. Your defense is obscenely high. I think you need 4,000, right? For like 48% crit rate, something like that. So, yeah. I take random characters from my roster and build the level traces to max. I get all 5-star maxed out and not built. Huh. Farming should separately. Yeah, I don't really have to farm it. You can just leave it there for now. I think the higher priority ones, Himiko, probably. I don't quite understand what you mean by 5-star maxed out and not built. Oh, like you max out your 5-star equipment and like cones, but not. I'm confused. Why is Siren holding LC? Oh, this light cone? It's really good for Casteris teams because if you have Hycene on your team, it means that you will drain your team's HP, which will then trigger a healing from Hycene, and that means you can get even more healing and you charge Casteris faster. It also gives speed, so it's one of the better Remembrance Light Cones. It's one of the best, in fact, and you have 200 speed before the battle, even with Ego Sprightly, so this is really, really good, in my opinion. Yeah, this is kind of like a Casteris out bot, isn't it? And I think this will definitely get the job done. Looks very good to me. Yeah, looks nice. I think just focus on Himiko for now. Because Himiko, I mean, she just released, right? She will be very strong. I would pull Summer Robin if I were you. Because you have E2 Evernight and E1 Himiko. I mean, she can be used with like everyone here. She can be used with Castris, with Alexa, with Himiko, with Evernight. Not quite with Archer, but yeah. If you see my account, you see it's bad, lol. I have all characters maxed out with your Litecoin tracers and level, but no relics. Okay, then that just means you have to farm some relics, I guess. That's a cute emoji from Emo Cat. Summer Robin already out? No. I get Summer Robin next week. But I can only talk about her details, like the full details, the week after. So about 2 weeks from now. Again, I spent everything on E1 has one Himiko Nova. Yep. Yeah. It is what it is, I guess. I personally would not have gotten E1 unless you are getting E2 for sure. If you get E2, it's fine. Then it's okay. Because her E2 is crazy. Okay. Coming to the end, I think. I'm getting to your built soon. So this is Refi 1435. That face. So you play for a week before releasing info. Yes, that's how it works usually. Well, not always a week. Sometimes it's late. Like they give the beta to us like slow. And then I have less time to get footage and everything, and I get stressed. They only allow us to, okay, usually 1 week before the character comes out, that's when all the Hoyo creators can release uh the creator server beta footage. So I can very vaguely talk about it once they have showcased what they have done, but I can't go into detail on what exactly they do. Like how much defense reduction this character gives, or how much damage boost, or how much speed. I can't say exactly, but I can say roughly what they do. Yeah. Unpull for Hippocon Nova because I want to invest in Nation and Fate team. Sure, that's fine. I think that might be better in the long run, in fact. Unless you get. Yeah, it's only worth it, I think, for very, very long run. Unless she gets a new teammate. If you have E2 Himiko, I feel. Yeah. Okay, so next. E0 Himiko with 100 speed. I guess him. Ah. Oh, hyperspeed setup. Okay. I've already said many times why I don't like hyperspeed, but sure. If you if you want to run hyperspeed, that's fine. This will give you 100% crit rate. Attack boots, attack op is correct. Yes, looks great to me. I also explained a little bit previously why I prefer crit rate is so that you can stack MMR faster. Yeah, Kong S1. So this 61 plus what? 6 plus 10% crit rate. Yeah, it's just on average, probability wise, having crit rate will give you more damage because you will convert excess crit rate to crit damage anyways. So I prefer crit rate if you can, but the build looks very good other than that. Looks very good actually. A little bit more speed, maybe if you can, but wherever you are now at 188 looks good. Caster is 100% crit rate, looks great. HP, yup, you definitely know what you are doing. Once, yeah, this is okay for hyper speed, right? Quite good, I think. I guess just change this to HP. Yeah, honestly, you can just you can just run a HP or defense op with some crit damage. I think it would do better than this 8.6 speed relic in most stages, like Memory of Chaos. Yeah. Other than that, looks good to me. Yao Guang with 190, that's pretty good. Yeah, with S1 is pretty good. 62%, so plus 10 plus 18, right? I don't remember the. I believe this is correct if you have S1. Yeah, something like that. It was 62 or 72, I can't remember. But it does look good. I think you definitely know what you're doing. This ideally a bit more substats. Yep. This will do for now, I guess. Should be fine. Damage from Yao Kong doesn't matter too much as long as you have speed and you're giving that elation buff to your team. That's mainly what matters for Yao Kong. Siren E0 with defeated Black Cone, 180 speed is really good. Speed damage. Slightly higher speed is ideal. Yeah. If you can get a little bit more crit rate, that would be great. Because she gets 50%. So this is 71%. Other than that, really good. The plan is Summer, Robin rerun, Siren rerun, and then Rin whenever I can for Archer is good. Yeah, I think so, yes. And then E2 Himiko Nova after all of that. Yes. Yeah, depends. Can I join the review list? Yes, if you put it on the YouTube post. When you finish all, can I ask for one more review? I only have a few more, so yeah, sure. I don't mind. Then is Summer Robin rerun. Unless you get lucky randoms. Yeah, I think you should try. I don't think E2 Siren is that important for Mono Remembrance. So probably if I were you, I focus more on Summer Robin, E2 Himiko, and Rin. Sure, sure. I'm happy it helps. I've been trying to make more guides, but I don't really do those, so it's been a bit hard for me. Did I just go over this? I did, right? My brain working? That is okay. Yes, Yao Guang. I was looking at Siren. And then Haisin, 196. HP a bit on the lower side? No, it's fine. I think you get HP in battle. 196 is really good without S1, so this I think is quite a good build. Yeah, it looks quite good to me. This will work well. Yeah, just ideally less crit rate because crit rate is useless for her, and then you try to get a little bit more HP, a little bit more speed. But I think you already have a ton of speed. Yeah, 8.9, 8.9 on 2 pieces is really, really good. Looks good. Evernight E1, you need 5% more crit rate. Yeah, you just need 5% more crit rate. Everything else looks pretty good. I think you want to try to get a little bit more crit damage, and then the build will be perfect. Okay. Now I have Natada. This is your build. You said it was quite bad or something. I found you through your Evernight guides. You're my favorite Evernight guides. Man, that was quite a while ago, huh? 3.6. Honestly, I don't remember exactly what I said in the guides already. That was quite a while ago. I just remember I had some sick zero cycles that in that patch. That's all I remember from Evernight. I think I spoke a little bit about how to play her better as well, because I still noticed that some people don't give Evie that extra turn. Because if you give Evie the extra turn, you get 5 extra Memoria, so it's extra damage for free. So yeah, I've been trying to think about how to make a guide on how to play better in general. But it's quite hard, it's quite tough. So I'm gonna focus on speed tuning first, I guess. So this is Natada. You said your builds are pretty bad. I mean, it's okay-ish. You need more crit rate, ideally. That is the main issue here. I think your HP is quite good as well. Just focus a bit more on crit rate to 68%. So you're about 12% off right now. Yeah, there are lots of nuances. Yeah, especially for Evernight. It's very late for you. Sure. Thanks for hanging out. Good night. It's like 12 a.m. for me as well, so I want to wrap it up soon. See ya. No Siren 3B Sunday. No Siren 3B Sunday. No Siren 3B Sunday. That's a bit rough. Okay, maybe you can make do without. You have high scene. You have high scene, right? High scene is the most important. You can probably use Summer Robin as a replacement for Siren next patch. So, anyways, more crit rate here. Oh, this is good. This is fine. You have E1. Yeah, you said right. You have E1, and you wanted to get E2. I don't think it's worth it. I think you should save your pools for something else. Easy rest on the scene. Yeah, okay, very good. Uh, okay, just increase the crit rate and then try to get Summer Robin, or if Siren reruns, maybe Siren. I'm not very sure which is better yet for this team. I will have to do the calculations on that. So this is a very good build. I like this. 100% crit rate, quite good crit damage, attack quite high as well. Ideally use Tengoku, but Rutiden should is only slightly worse right now. So it's completely fine if you want to farm other things first, because this is already a very good build. Next you have Sparkle, 144 at E1. I think you need more speed because the breakpoint is 167. So I believe it's 152.25 speed. Yeah, 152.25 speed. So you need about 8-ish more speed. And once you get 8-ish more speed, your E1 Sparkle plus Dance, the breakpoint will be perfect. I also get E1 Ultra long ago before being released. Yeah, when long ago it was quite good, but now it's quite average E. Next we have Himiko Nova. No Sunday, right? How much speed? 152.25. 152.25. Okay, let me just make sure that is correct. I have a section in my Rin video just for this. 152.25. And then your Rin needs 174.8, which is really hard. Is that only for Ego Dance? Yes, correct. 167.4 is the very common breakpoint you will hear for Ego plus Dance. S5. Okay, so you said you don't have Sunday, right? Night on the Milky Way is it's very dependent on erudition, so you have Mortonex at least, that's fine. You need a bit more crit rate to 100%, especially if you don't have Sunday. If you're using RMC should be the other good free-to-play alternative, then you want to get it to 90%. Once you get it 90%, it's good. So attack percent rope, attack percent op, and then you deal a lot more damage. Himiko Welt Sparkle Dunning PT. Himiko Welt Sparkle Dunning PT. Yeah, then all the more you go 100% crit rate. My team Sparkle is either Emblade, Dunning PT Hole. Okay, so the team you use for Himiko, right? It depends on the stage. If it's like pure fiction, you would run Welt for decimation, and then Mortonex would probably be better because he has some AoE damage and stuff like that. If you are running Memory of Chaos, and there are times where the enemies become single target or 2 targets, 3 targets, then you would want to run RMC instead. So that you can swap. You can use Verdict because Verdict has better single target damage. Okay? For a decimation team of Welt, Mortonex Ho is very, very good. That's for AoE. So like the current Apocalyptic Shadow, the Banan Academy, Himiko will fry that. The Argenti stage as well, Himiko will also fry that with that team. So next we have Saber. I think you need more crit rate again because you don't have Sunday, right? If you don't have any other crit rate boosting units, the maximum is 80%. If you are using RMC, 70%. And attack rope here. Would you do in-account reviews in the future? I need some. Uh, yeah, I've been thinking of how to do that efficiently. The issue is I kind of need like a way to get everyone's like details. That is a bit tough. So I'm not very sure how other people do it. Maybe if I use like a Google Sheets, that could work. But yeah, why she not using rope? Yeah, attack rope. Yeah, I think I will do in-account reviews next time, but I don't think I can do that many because it takes a lot longer. And yeah, I'm not sure I can go through that many. Okay, then anyways, Life Sciences Institute and Wave Strider is now worse. You want to run Scholar. So you change this to crit rate, and you should probably be fine. You change it to Scholar. Life Sciences, Wind Damage, Attack Op should be good. Wave uses DC and private DM in the account play. Yeah, that's what I tried to do previously. But then it became a bit of a hassle because there's just like a lot of people just like spamming DMing me. It's a bit, yeah, because you have to like accept a friend request or something like that. I have to accept a friend request for everyone. I'm not very sure how to do that nicely or efficiently. Maybe I just had to open my DMs, question mark. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so Ashville, you're using cruising in this LLC. You, again, want to get 100% crit rate. Trying to get 100% crit rate in battle is quite important for a lot of units. Crit rate, speed, attack looks good. You have the correct relics. I think City of Converging Stars, especially if you're using him with bottlenecks, is much better. Bottlenecks, you have tutorial, HP, 84%. Your speed is too low. So with bottlenecks, especially at E0, you want to get higher than 140 speed. If you have higher than 140 speed, then you will get your last turn on before your zone ends. So having 132 actually means you only get one turn per cycle, and that's quite bad for bottlenecks. Alright, thanks for answering. Yeah, sure. Alright, if you can describe your account, you can comment it as well in like my future videos, then I can probably give my opinion on what I think is good. This will be in vault, right? Probably yes. It will be probably in the vault, but it will take a while to publish, I think. Because like YouTube, I need to republish it as a video, so this is usually like a few hours. So maybe you can check it like the next day or something. I'm still farming for saber ornaments so much that I haven't started on farming for red ornaments. Yeah, I'm kind of in the same position, so I'm just using like random rainbow pieces. So anyways, for Morton X, try to get 140 point something speed, and then everything else perfectly fine. Okay. This matters if you have E0 bottlenecks. If you have E1 bottlenecks, it's not an issue, but you still want to get at least 134. The actual breakpoint is 133.4. There's a decimal, but in game it shows as 134. That gives you 2 attacks for 1 cycle, which is 150 action value. In general, having more speed is quite good, except if you have to how do I say this? If you have to give up too much damage for very, very high speed, like 161, that's not very good. So usually those high speed builds are reserved for supports, and then for DPS units like Mortonex, usually in his case, 140 I think is the maximum I would go personally. Am I accepting more accounts? I think I can do one more, yeah, sure. If you post it on the thing. So I'm left with 1-5. Anonymous. Okay. I'm left with 4. I'll do 4 more. Then I will go and do something else. So this is El Beast. Saw you earlier in the stream, I think. Yeah, you can post if you put your UID on the YouTube post, I can look at it easier. This is El Beast. Yeah, okay. Looks great. Looks very good. It's an insane build already, no? I can already tell from the substats, from just this crit damage and the... Yep. Yep. Nothing to say. E2 S1 Evernight, this will cook everything in the game. E2 Serene, 197 speed. If you can, get 200. Otherwise, just run Amphorius with 192. Then it's easier. If you really care, you can get a little bit more crit rate. Doesn't matter too much. Still a really good build. Should still fry everything because it's E2 Siren, right? Archer E2. Another very good build. Tengoku, yup. Bis, if you have Ashville S1, you can run that. Not sure if you do. 100% crit rate, very nice. Looks very good. Wow, that's a lot of attack. Attack, it might actually, if you really, really care, crit damage subsets might actually be better now. As compared to attack. No, it should be better because Rin gives 150% attack. It's a lot. Yeah. Nothing much to improve on this, honestly. It's an insane build. Glia E1, 135. That's interesting. So it's probably one turn 1 turn per Sunday turn at max out. I prefer 166 or twice of Sunday speed because that also gives you extra energy. But you have Agulia E1 and Cyrene E1, which is what helps her regenerate more energy. So maybe doesn't matter too much. Perfect crit rate as well. Looks good. Looks very good. Yeah, I would just get higher speed. Maybe that's about it. Ikron E2 101. So play with Sparkle, I'm guessing. Yep. I think that is 100% crit rate as well. Looks very good. Huh. E2 Motonex? Yeah, okay. Hmm. I can't say for sure if this is better, but I think it is still very good. Because he changes Bottleneck changes E2 ultimate damage to follow-ups, right? Which is why you can use this. I think it's good. I'm not sure how it fares against the normal Pioneer build, but should be fine. I think you will still destroy everything. So 165 E2 Sparkle, so it should be about 170-ish speed. Dance Eagle is just better. So if you can farm that, I would farm that if I were you. Other than that, look like a great build. You have pretty high crit damage for this speed as well. And you have all the relics correct. But if you're using Sparkle for Archer, then this should be Pentaconi, especially with Rin. Yeah, I also run E to Robin. Okay. Akron Blade and planning for Ashfield. Sounds good. Sunday 156. So this is I see, it's a double advance, right? Yeah, I think 134, 135 is also fine, honestly. The crit damage is quite high for this build. Oh, yes, sprightly. That can mess with the speed tuning, by the way, so that will mess with the speed tuning actually. Especially for Sparkle. Yeah, it will mess up the first turn. What will happen is you will Sunday pull up, and then Akron takes a turn, Sparkle pulls up, and then you'll be a bit awkward the next few turns for that cycle. So I would get rid of Sprightly if I were you. The next we have Mortonex 78, 103. Oh, I guess that's fine. It's an Eagle build with Cypher S1. You need 184 speed for 3 turns in a cycle. So if you are unable to get that, I think going lower speed is completely fine. In fact, you can run HP boots. I think that might do better for some stages actually. Other than that, looks pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, I think HP boots probably that will give you 2 turns in a cycle still for sure. And then probably faster than the ultimate zone because you have Cypher S1. And then you will still deal decent damage. Because now if you the issue is right with this speed build is that if you don't hit the breakpoint, the speed doesn't do anything in the cycle. So you are just wasting damage. This matters a lot for Memory Chaos. In Pure Fiction should be better to run speed boots because you don't need that much damage to begin with. Yeah, that's all. That's all. I think. That's what I think. Yeah. Overall, I think very, very, very good builds. You do a lot of farming, that's for sure. You have better builds than like me even, I think. Yeah, for sure. This archer and Evernight's crazy. Okay. Now we have Emol Cat 1. And then I think Vayne wanted one more, right? Thank you, yeah, sure. I was considering pulling for Ember before, but I chose to scheme for Illusion team. Well, I think that's okay-ish. So this is Siren E0. Looks you need a bit more speed. Crit rate is very good. There's a bit more speed, 192. So what's 8 more speed? If you get 8 more speed, you get 3 turns in one cycle. So it's very good after the first ultimate. Yeah. 218, very good. High CNS 1. Can be higher, but 218 is still very good already. Damage quite good. Very little crit rate, very good. HP quite high, also very good. Yep, looks good to me. Caster is, you're right on the edge. This is 100% crit rate. Ooh, 200% crit damage and 9000 HP. That's quite good. Looks like a very good build. Yep. Yep. Like, this is quite insane. This is also quite insane. Very good build. Very, very, very nice. Another... Oh, speed boots. Interesting. Huh. No sparkle, maybe? If you don't have sparkle, this is good. If you have sparkle, you run attack. Attack. Yeah, I think you only do this if you don't have sparkle, right? Surely. Oh, you have sparkle. Okay, then run attack. Because you don't need the speed. Because sparkle will just pull him up anyway. It doesn't matter. He's like his speed does not matter at all in game. Yeah, energy regen is fine. If you can run Tengoku, Tengoku is slightly better, but this build is very, very, very good. Just change speed to attack, then perfect. I don't have another boots for Archer. Ah, that's why. Yeah, for now it's okay then. Just use for now. When you get better attack boots, you can use attack boots. Mortonex, bonus choreo 81. I also said this just now. 140 speed, if you can, because Mortonex is 0. 140 speed means 140.1 speed means you take your last turn before the ultimate ends. This is very important for second cycle. First cycle is okay, but for second cycle, you want to get your attacks in before the zone ends. That can give you extra energy and stuff like that. So this matters quite a bit. 132 also means you're off the 2 turns. Other than that, I think you definitely know what you're doing because your crit damage is so high. I think you just reduce your crit damage, get more speed. Perfect. Very good build. Don't worry, I do zero cycle. Are you using 3B dance, maybe? If 3B dance, I think it's fine. Yeah. If it's 3B dance, it's okay. Finon, 84% crit rate. Yeah, correct. 16% from Cyrene. Looks good. His attack. A bit on the low side, I think. Yeah. Because you have a lot of crit damage. That's fine. No, Begone Blood. Archer Sparkle, Rin and Blade. Archer Sparkle, Rin and Blade. Yeah, okay, then you should increase your speed. It will matter later, next time. For now, the team is too strong. You can zero cycle pretty much everything. I think this is fine. What's this do? What's this do again? Skill and ultimate damage, right? So that's also good. Yeah, looks good to me. Maybe a bit more substats somewhere. Like maybe this could have a attack percent. Other than that, very good. Rin 146. Make sure Rin is faster than Sparkle. And then that's all that really matters. You have Scholar, which is great. Okay, this is your farming, right? For now, it works. For now, it works. Yeah, I think that's fine. Main issue is, I think, give speed. More speed to Mortonex. Okay. Now, Vayne wants one more, right? You updated your Archer build, I'm guessing? Yes, I'm still farming, yep. Don't worry about it, I'm also still farming. I think you generally know what you're doing. Just, yeah, more speed on Mortonex can already. All good. Okay, second last. This is Vayne again. Is it something? Archer team. Archer, Rin, Sparkle, Dunhing. Archer, Rin, Dunhing. Okay. 145. This should be enough speed, yes. Looks good. Energy regen, yup. Damage boost is better, but I don't think it matters too much because Rin is sub DPS. Looks good. Very high crit damage. Stunning PT is as oh, this is high base icon, right? I remember high base attack. 161 is fine. Yup. Attack speed, yup. It's great. Nothing. I don't remember what changed. Making Rin faster than Sparkle. No, Rin will be faster because she gets 20% speed. So this it's 145.1 plus 102 times 0.2. So in battle, Rin will be faster. It's just that every 3 turns, you have to use your enhanced skill, which is easy to do because your Sparkle is 145. So Rin is like 20 speed ahead of Sparkle already. In fact, you can run 120 speed and it will still be faster. You can do that. So that would be, let me check, 145.9 minus 102 times 0.2, 125.5. If your Rin has 125.5, she will still be faster than Sparkle, and it's all good. So that means you can run attack boots, actually, I think. Yeah. Hello. Sparkle is Sparkle E1. I see. Let me just add a little bit to that. What, 15%, right? Oh, Sparkle speed again. Let me check. 101. I see. Then it should still be fine, no? E1 Sparkle is 15% speed. So right now you have 145.8. 101 times 0.15. So that's 160 speed in battle. Your Rin is at 145.1. So that is 165 speed. Yeah, your Rin should still be faster. So you just don't run. Yeah, with this current build, it's still faster. E1 Sparkle is 15%, right? Just so I'm not crazy. Let me just make sure. Harmony. Yeah, 15%. Yeah, it's fine. This is fine. It's speed tuned correctly. In fact, you have 5 extra speed. So 140-ish would still do fine. I think it's great. Yeah, quite hard to change the attack op to something else. Yeah, it's fine, I think. You can just leave it as is, because Rin will not do that much damage anyway. It's just that if you're a very, very hardcore fan of Rin or Archer, then you can go damage op. Yep, looks good. Now the last one. 716-814-858. This is Rakuov. My last one of today, I think. Do you think Archerin team will age good or like the Herta? It depends on how fast they power creep, I guess. If next few patches they keep giving us AoE, it will be tough for Archer, regardless. If it's a mix, like we've been constantly getting from 3.0 until now, Archer Rin should still be very good. I mean, part of the reason why Archer lasted so long is also because of the stages, right? If they just give him like shit stages over and over, then like it'll just be rough, no matter what happens. Okay, yeah, that's you. E1 Avenetia, 20% crit rate. Looks good to me. I also talked a bit just now. Being slower than AHA sometimes can be worse. It depends on when you end your rotation. Otherwise, looks like a very good build to me. Yeah, energy regen. So yeah, looks good. Hyoscene 213. Ashbay is safer. I think Ashbay is safer eventually. It will be very strong, yeah. Hyoscene 213, 62, 4.6k HP. Looks good, I think. Can be better, but it doesn't matter too much because she's the support, right? You have Hyoscene as one, so you have more than 200 speed. If you want to farm it a bit more, I think that's fine. Miko Nova, Hota S1. Just it's like quite a bit worse in decimation. Just be aware of that. Other than that, build looks very good. Attack op is correct. Yeah, looks very good. The Relic set just came out as well, and your build is already quite good. Yeah, nice. Very nice. Cerebra E1 with Dance. Who do you use this with? Finon? No. If it's Dance, it's probably an XR, right? An XR or Sele. I play he. Oh, I see. I see. I like that. Yeah. Looks good. Attack speed, attack ER. Yeah, she is one of the better users of Dance. Because she can out very quickly with the energy regen, and then you get the double skill from Himiko is really good. Paco 157 is Sunday S1. Sunday S1, huh? Yeah, I guess it's quite okay-ish. With I think you can get a little bit more crit damage with this speed. No, it's quite good already, I think. Yeah, it's quite good already. I guess this piece is the one that's holding you back, right? Everything else is not bad. Yeah. You don't really need to hit higher speed. I think 157 is completely fine, but it's okay. You can just leave it as is. I would not refarm this probably. Siren E1. Siren E1 is really strong for certain units, just not like Finon. Really good with NXR. 181 with Emphorius with the free to play, so it's quite hard to hit 192, unfortunately. Pretty good build, I think, I would say. Yeah, very close to 100% crit rate as well. Yeah, looks good. Not a lot to say. Evernight. Huh. RMC, I'm guessing. That would be 67% crit rate. Crit damage is really good. E2 as well, very strong. And Flower remembers. This is Battle Pass, yeah. That's why it's just one. Looks great. Looks great. Yep. Yao Guang Mashi 166 is okay. Can get more speed. But this is already very good. Yeah, maybe I would get a little bit more speed. Other than that, looks quite good. I'm not sure what you run. Oh, with Evanesia, of course. Yeah, then definitely Broken Kill is good. Yeah, looks good. I like it. I think you generally know what you're doing as well. You just needs a little bit more farming, which is normal. Okay. How long was that? That was 3 hours of just reviews. Not bad. Quite a lot of accounts, I think, I went through. Think that will be it for this stream. Maybe I'll do one next time. Probably has to be after either in between Robin and Aventurine or after Aventurine. Yeah, it took longer than I thought. Yep. Yeah, I did quite a few. 10 plus, 20 plus, I don't know. Better to drink some water, I guess. Okay. Sure. Thanks for coming out. I'm gonna end the stream now. Bye bye. See you next time. I'll have a video on speed tuning probably soon. See you. Try and join again next time. Sure. Sounds great. I don't stream very often though. Take care. Yep, you too. Okay, see ya. Bye bye.